Okay, at this point, students are ready to kind of put everything together that they've been learning about equal groups and less than and greater than. So we're going to do this activity to practice that and to get better at it. So you can have numbered cards or you can just call out a number, but it's nice to have that number represented. You might even want to go so far as to represent that number as a numeral. And as a word, so students get used to reading the numbers and the words and knowing what they are. So in the first plate here, and you can use plates or tin frames or pieces of paper, whatever you have available is fine. I'm going to make a set that's equal to 7, which is my target number. When I make the set, I arrange it in an orderly fashion, and which the reason we're doing this is we wanted to see that in a tin frame. Students should at this point be very familiar with understanding that those 5 are always 5 and then 2 more. So students might be struggling still with counting, so they might need to count 1 to 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. But what we'd like for them to get used to is seeing this set as 5 and 2 more, or 5, 6, 7. So eventually they just look at that and automatically know it's 7, just like you probably do. If students are struggling with making equal groups, practice making equal groups until they can do that with automatically. And then you can move on to less than. So if I have 7, in this plate, I'm going to make a group that's less than 7. I'm specifically going to make a group that's 1 less than 7, but they can make a group that's 2 less, or 3 less, or 4 less, etc. So they don't have to just make a group 1 less. So I want to know how the student knows that this set is less than that set. So in this instance, the student might say, this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, counting 1 to 1, and I know that's 7. The student might say this is 5 and 1 more, and this is 5 and 2 more, so I know that's more. A student might say that when I count, 6 comes before 7, so I know that's more. A student still might have to put the blue counters on top of the red counters to discover that there is 1 more red counter than blue counters to know that the number of blue counters is less than the red counters. So if students are struggling with this, stay here for as long as the student needs to do that. And if they have that down, we're going to move on to greater than. Once again, we're arranging the counters like a tin frame. And so you see that this group is 8, and I know that it is more than 7 because I have that row of 5, which I should have in my head automatically now, and 1, 2, 3 more. I can even count 1 to 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and I have a group of 8. And I know that 8 is more than 7. I might have to put the counters on top of the red counters to see that this is 1 more, that I have 1 more green than I have red. So if students are struggling, stay here comparing over and over and over until they feel comfortable with it. Now, if students are excelling and they are ready for some more challenges, you can give them a number and have them create a number greater. And then you can say how much greater. So I don't have to just do 1 greater. I could go all the way to the number 10, and I would know that that's 3 greater. Or I can go on the less than side. I could go to 4, and I know that is 3 less. Then I could start comparing my set that's less than 7 and my set that's greater than 7. This set is 6 more than 4. So you see that we're not only just comparing, but we're setting up students to be able to add and subtract eventually. So this is an activity you can do with your students, have them practice, and then as your assignment for this, you will be having students model this for you.